Today I'm taking you out with me on my tour of some of the places in North Norfolk, starting with the new sea defences here in Cromer. The water, although it doesn't look it in this video, looked very tropical, I have to say. Lovely turquoise water, and that seems to be due to all this work that's going on. It's right beside the Cromer Pier, which is an amazing structure in itself with the lifeboat on the end of it. Some great views, looking way off into the distance. And then back again to the pier and where the gulls are trying to shelter from the wind. Hotel de Paris, a stunning Regency building built in 1820. From the hotel, you get lovely views along the beach of the Pavilion Theatre. These alleyways up into the main part of Cromer. Most of them appear to be holiday properties. I did have a little look, and virtually everyone has a little key safe. So that's a good sign that they're holiday properties. Lovely views down to the beach huts, the fishing boats and their tractors, and then 3 people flying through the sky overhead. When they appear so quickly, you don't have any time to adjust your settings and get the colours right and make sure it's in focus. You just have to be as quick as you can and do the best you can. So, not great footage, but it is at least a record of them flying above. Quick coffee, a slice of cake, and then it was time to move on to Felbrigg Hall.
Oh my goodness.
These cattle grids are further apart, the bars, than they might look. So there are several of these to walk over. And I decided I'd walk over them rather than go through the gate at the side. Then I found a grasshopper. So that was it then. I had to spend ages trying to photograph him, which isn't easy through the blades of the grass. I did eventually tap him to get him to move, and he kicked me. I spend far too long filming the insects, but I love to watch them on the flowers and just seeing what they can find. I know it's only flies or wasps or hoverflies or bees, but it's great. Look, there's a different one there, the red one on the right. And then I found these flowers, which initially I thought were orchids, but they're not. Of course, I found insects I wanted to photograph and film, so it took me forever to finally make it to the actual hall, which is a beautiful house. I found a window which looked like it'd been sealed up, but left there to look like it was still there. That's a different one. It's got stained glass window. I love the bench. That's really, really pretty. Imagine living in a house as big as that. Just never know what you're going to see when you're out and about at different places. But look, a sign with SW on it. So here you are, SW. This is just for you. Anybody watching my channel for the first time, SW is one of my subscribers. The house was first built in Tudor times and completed many centuries later. There is a lake that you can walk to, but it's quite a distance. So I'm going to leave that for today and make my way to Cley instead. I'm going to start at Walsey Hills Nature Reserve, and to get to it you climb these steps. There are lots of information boards dotted all about here. They're very proud of the work they've achieved. So reading all these signs and having climbed the steps, it was time to sit on the bench and do a spot of bird watching. And what a treat. There were so many birds, there really were. Yeah. All these birds on two very popular feeders. I was so busy watching all the birds, filming them, trying to see who was on what feeder, that I almost missed the arrival of this beautiful fox in one of the fields below where I am. Remember, I've climbed up all those steps, so I'm at the top looking down onto the fields, and this is quite a distance away from where I was sat watching the birds. I don't know what he's just found to eat, but it's obviously very tasty. And any of the clicking noise is just other people here taking photos with various different cameras. He's picked it up, he's got it in his mouth, yes. I've no idea what scared him, but he's not happy. He's off. Also below where I'm sat is a lake with some ducks. It might just be a dandelion to some, but it's got an insect in it, so to me that's important. I could and probably would sit here all day just watching these birds on the feeders. But I've just looked the opposite direction. Over on the reserve are some people who've clearly seen something. So let's go and have a look and see what it is they're all watching over there. I've still not found what it is everybody was looking at, but I believe this is a sandpiper. I'm quite happy looking at this. It's having a little preen, as they all like to do. I used to think bird hives would be quiet places, but they're not really, not at all. They can actually be quite noisy. need to start heading back towards Wroxham Way now. I've been out for hours, all day in fact. And as I drive through Cromer, there's, the people who were hanging about in the sky. Do let me know in the comments what they're doing. I got the colours beautifully and didn't even know I was going to see them. So it's just luck with photography or videoing. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, I'd be very grateful if you could give it a like for me. You can share it if you think it's good enough to be shared. And if you've just found my channel, perhaps you'd like to subscribe to me if you enjoy my videos. Thank you all for watching. I'll be back again soon with a new video for you. But until then, bye for now.